Hey everybody, we are live again. Y'all was wondering, wow, Letitia's coming back on, and I have another special guest on my Success Spotlight talk show today, the legendary Sasha Figueroa.
I
Right?
love it. I
You look
love it.
amazing, by the way, today. You look
Thank
awesome.
you. I took a nap.
Yes, that helps.
I did. I took a nap and now I'm like, I'm ready for the rest of my day. Let's do this. Yeah.
Taking naps is like I took a 2 hour nap today. I call it my money nap. And I
Yeah.
got up and I felt so refreshed.
So much
I
better.
believe in naps and advocating for it. But
Yeah.
yeah, so I'm super excited about this particular show segment that we're going to be talking about today. A lot of what Sasha and I talk about on a day-to-day basis at this point is systems, strategy, daily operation procedure. I mean, all the things that we know that most, if not all, businesses need, especially right now that we are so 1000% at this point in the digital age, where if you don't have a business online, you basically don't have a business, right, Sasha?
100%.
So
We noticed that.
yes. So Sasha and I have decided to, with the help of God and us, doing a lot of brain dumping, tons and tons of voice messages. We've decided to sort of join forces on this because I have a lot of value to give to the clients that I work with, and so does Sasha. And the thing is that we're noticing is that most people are not getting it, or they're not as serious about building a business. Because, like I said on my show earlier today, being an entrepreneur, like what Sasha and I do, Sasha and I both do our businesses full time. We don't have a job or a place to punch in.
Mhm.
This is what we do full time. So it's a different perspective with someone else who's getting that paycheck every day. It's a different level of passion. We have to literally not only just map out our day, but make sure that whatever we're spending time on is worth it.
Yep.
So with her and I both joining forces, and there's a couple other people that we're joining forces with as well. We have designed a service slash coaching based program where we're only taking in serious applicants. Now, let me repeat this again. Serious applicants who are really ready to scale their businesses. Now,
Right.
I want to make it very clear. There's a big difference between building a business and then building a brand. If you're thinking about building a brand, we are not the people for you. We are looking for people who want to actually build a business, build an empire with profit first upfront in mind. That's, and I did a pastor cast last week, and we talked about business versus hobby, and we all shared our stories about when we started a business. What was our intention? Was it a hobby or whatever? I went into business already knowing that I wanted to produce profit. I wanted to help
Me
people.
too.
And what we're finding is that a lot of people that we speak to, not everyone, but a lot, they're not really, there's so much in their head, and they're not really looking at if they have a team behind them, everything, and I'm going to repeat this again, everything that they want to execute, accomplish, whatever their vision is actually going to happen. Okay, is actually going to happen. I can't do everything that I'm doing right now without a team. I have one of my clients on here, Dr. Ray. Dr. Ray is one of my private clients where she has services, and literally she's about to do a master class tomorrow, and she needed a graphic, and I gave her three, not one, not two, but three drafts to use for her marketing. It's like, you want people behind you
Yeah.
that's going to move at the speed of light, that's going to move at your pace, and if not faster than you move. So that way, whenever you're doing something, everybody is all on point. So I'm just going to repeat this again. Like I said, Sasha and I, we're literally opening up our calendars for you, which is something that's very, very difficult because we both are mothers, right?
Yeah.
And but we want to work with women and men who are really serious about taking their businesses to the next level. So before we get started into this conversation, those of you who are ready, I encourage you to go to campbellsuccessnetwork.com right now. Book a call. This is a paid call. We're not doing free discovery calls because you're not only getting um, a whole 360 view to what we do. This is not just a typical coaching program. You're getting services as well. um, you're also getting the full 360 view to our digital marketing services, to our lead gen services, to our financial services as well. I have somebody on my team that can actually help you with your financial literacy. So when you make money, you're not spending it in the wrong places. I mean, there's so many layers to what we do on the back end, but we're only looking for serious. I mean, we're basically now in the third and fourth quarter, so we can't waste any more time. We're not in the business anymore of just warming people up to their vision or activating their gifts. We really only want to work with people who are like, listen, I'm ready to just go all in and move forward. You know, that's what I'm all about. What do you think about that, Sasha?
No, you said it's 100%. You said we can't wait any longer. Neither can they.
Mm-mm.
They can't waste time either because yes, we're in the third and fourth, but so are they. And I don't know about them. I know I want to end the year strong. I know I'm trying to have multiple commas at the end of my my profit for the year. So you have to have that team. If that's what's holding you back, it's time. The best time is now. And we know that after every call that we do with somebody, it's not just a discovery call.
Mm-mm.
Every call we have turns into a strategy session. It just happens like that. So that's why we say we're only serious people, because we're going to give you things to do now. It's not going to be here, do this, and then maybe next week you can get no. By the time we're done talking, just on that call, you're going to have things to get done now. So
Absolutely. And thank you so much for sharing that, Sasha. During these calls, we're gonna show you how you can in fact inject revenue into your business. And we're not talking about a little bit of money. We are literally talking about a lot of money. We're talking about a boatload of money that we're gonna actually sit with you and show you how you can inject that. And this is why we're doing the application process initially, because we want to get to know more about you, more about your vision, more about where you see yourself. I mean, we have 6 months left to this year. 6 months left. We're about to hit the middle of June. It's time to stop wasting time. Those of y'all who are watching, I mean, aren't you fed up with not making money in your business? Aren't you fed up with going live every single day and not seeing a return on your efforts? Aren't you fed up of not making money? Are you going to wait till 2021, where it's going to be probably another, epidemic, whether it be financial or, health or whatever? But every year there's something. There's going to be an aftermath. There's going to be a rippling effect to everything that's going on right now. And are you preparing yourself for success, or are you trying to stick at it and be a solopreneur? You
right,
know, you need people to help you. And some of y'all are beyond coaching, even though you're going to get that from what Sasha and I are offering. Really, what really is like the ninja behind what we do is the systems, the services, and all that. I'm gonna have Sasha explain a little bit of what she does as well. But I'm gonna get you to generate sales in your business. I'm gonna get you to convert over and over and over and over again. I'm gonna get you to make money, because I know how it feels to wonder when you're gonna feed yourself next time. I know how it feels to wonder where you're gonna live. I know how it feels. And one thing, when I first had my first child over 10 years ago, I said that my children would never go hungry. My children would never experience what I've experienced as a child. And that took a lot of work. It took a lot of determination, lots of sacrifice, and also knowing that I cannot do it by myself. I need
right,
people in my corner helping me so that I can keep this vision going. And
right.
and those of you who are watching and you're sitting back and you're like, well, I'm not sure, when are you going to be ready?
Never.
You do.
There's never a right
It's
time.
never a right time. Whether you're in the beginning, the middle, or you feel that you're a guru at this,
Yeah,
but your bank account proves everything. Your financial positioning in your life proves everything.
yeah,
And you got to really make an executive decision to say, if I have people that has everything already for me, why not?
right,
Why not? And so that's why Sasha and I, we both say, you know what, we're going to open up our calendars. We're going to do these discovery calls with people. We're going to put a price tag on it, because we want to make sure that y'all are serious.
right,
You're not going to walk away with just saying, here's my structure and leave. We're actually going to give you a full strategy, a full blueprint of what you can do moving forward, and also show you what we offer on our end, I have probably a team now of 25 people. Literally like I call it my backroom machine. And I want to share that with you guys. And my team is growing every day. I'm about to even sign on somebody that does Facebook ads. But my major thing is this: if you're not serious, do not schedule a call with us, please. Like, we are looking, I'm such a results driven businesswoman that if you're not ready to make results, if you're in your head, if you're questioning yourself, and we all do that, but question yourself and take action too. So, Sasha, if you can explain to everyone the operation manager side of what you do within my company, go ahead, sis.
So within your company, and honestly, if you think about it, it's within a lot of companies, but specifically in your company, um, operations manager makes sure that all the different moving parts that are happening are not, just imagine I have like I'm juggling. Well, imagine I'm juggling. So if you have 7 balls in your hand, each ball that you have is another part of the company: graphics, financing, admin, stuff like that. You're trying to juggle them all. I basically play the role where I'm the pro juggler. I make sure that everybody, no ball is getting dropped for the client. They're not having to stress about it. Letitia's not having to stress about it. So that way she actually can help the clients on the coaching end. So if we look at it on a big picture, she has the assets, but she also has the coaching side. So where I come in, and it's a very important role, and I appreciate you being like letting me be part of it, because I get to not only help your business, but I get to help all the clients around. So I get to touch so many businesses, knowing that just by making sure that all the operations, everything is moving smoothly, everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing, when they're supposed to be doing it, making sure deadlines are being hit, making sure that the client is being heard by the people that are providing the assets, and on the other end, Letitia's there not having to worry about all those assets, and still giving the clients the coaching and the vision and helping them build it. So my position, I basically get to wrangle everybody up, all these juggling balls, and make sure that everything is nice and smooth and nothing is getting dropped. So I feel like that's the best way to
Absolutely. Yeah,
yeah,
you summed
regular
it up
term.
perfectly.
Yeah,
Things getting done in a timely manner
yeah,
keeps production moving. It's like, I call it the factory. My father used to work for a factory a long time ago, and everybody has a position, a role to play.
right.
One of the things like that Sasha does is she keeps that, like conveyor belt moving.
Right.
She makes sure that it's sort of like if you ever worked in a factory or at any job, you go through times of the year where you get audited, making sure that everyone's paperwork is right, everyone
Right.
is following rules and regulations. That's what Sasha does, but she does it every day. She
Yeah.
makes sure that the
Yeah.
team is doing what they're supposed to do. Because our ultimate job and role is to make sure that our clients are happy.
Right.
Our clients come first.
Yeah.
And yes, there's been times where we had to make some serious, even within, my brand had to make some serious executive positions, whether it's letting some people go or deciding to demote a few people from their position. But at the end of the day, it's about the client being happy. It's making sure
Correct.
that if you are a client of ours, that you are happy with not just our service, but the speed of the productivity in our services. And that's really the ultimate purpose. Because like
Right.
I said, we want um, great testimonials. We want excellent feedback. We want you to literally say, I bought this house, or I'm now out of debt, or I'm now building a business where you're helping millions of people. I mean, I love those more than anything, just to
Yeah. Me
hear
too.
that. So that's our ultimate goal it's we're not it's not so much about the money, but we know we use money as a tool, and that's how you should
Right.
always do. That's why we've added in that financial piece into the organization. And but also referencing that you have to be serious to work with us. It can't be um you have to be all in. It has to be both feet in. And that's why, if we're trying to get around millions of women who are making millions of dollars, we have to work with women who and men who are 1000% serious.
Right.
And yes, you are going to go through the process of fear, because as you level up in your business and you're scaling and you're seeing that all this traction is happening, it does sort of feel like, whoo, you know what I'm saying? But we help you get through that. We help you get through that,
Yeah, and I think
and
that
that's
one
go
thing
ahead.
that I also agree, if what we're saying to you scares you, then you have to really step back and think about, okay, what do I have to do to get to a point where when somebody comes on and offers me this amazing opportunity, what do I have to do on my end to be ready for that? Or if you're not ready for it now, don't think, oh, well, I'm not there. So no, don't just stop there. If you're not at a point where you feel like you could just pull the trigger to get the help you need to grow your company, what do you have to do now to get there? Have it as a goal. My goal is to be in a position to, if I get help offered to me, I can grab it like that when I need it. Be in a position. So what do you have to do from that point to actually put yourself in that position? Because we're going to provide the tools, and we're going to provide the how, the what, and all that stuff, but we essentially cannot do it for you. So you have to figure, if you're not ready now, how do you get ready? How do you get to that point where you can have a back end team? How do you get to a point where you can actually have, say, my team helped me, be successful? What do you have to do to get there? Sorry.
Absolutely. And you can't, even now, you can't get there by yourself. You can't. Obviously, we've all tried to be solopreneurs and
Right.
wait for that moment to where we get that big peak in our business where we're getting multiple customers and clients. And we say, well, I'm
Right.
going to wait until I'm making money, right,
Mhm.
to get help. No, you get help when you're not seeing money coming in.
Right.
Okay. If
Yeah.
you're not seeing money coming in, that's the time where you have to say, well, I need help, because what
Mhm.
I'm doing is not working. I need to, and I'm not, you need to work with people who has a different level of zone of genius that you don't have. And that actually makes you more of a better entrepreneur. You're not as
You know?
nervous, you're not as insecure, because you have the people behind you helping you and rooting you forward. And that's what it is about having a team where, like the title that we have for today is about vision, 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 right? But it's like having a team, having an infrastructure, having a support system, having it to where that people are actually making sure that things are getting done. Your business is actually growing, whether it be your followers, whether it be your lead gen and all that stuff. All the things, all the efforts that's being made is actually being. You're seeing the difference in your bank account. You're seeing the difference in the quality of your audience. Some of you guys are like, well, I have people who are following me, but they're not really designed for my offer, designed for my product. But it's like when you have a team, they make sure to go out there, and it's bigger than just ads and followers. It's actually having a team where they're actually finding the most qualified leads for you, prospects, people that when you get on a call with them, they're ready to move forward. Customers that are actually now searching for your product, but for some reason they can't find you. You know what I'm saying? We make sure that you are found. So that is so important. And I did a master class the other day, and what I was talking about is a lot of us see the ugly side of online marketing, where we think that the online marketers are winning, and they're what only difference between them and you is that they have that infrastructure. They're able to get in front of your dreamy customer client better than you can because they have a team behind them. Now, what if you had what they have right now, and you actually have something that's going to provide that person with a transformation? You're going to be at their level before the year ends. So what we do is not trying to get you to be a success after 5, 10 years. Some of y'all been trying to do that on your own and not seeing a result. We're trying to make sure you see a difference within 30 days, within 60 days, like within a shorter period of time, to see traction moving and going in your business. And now you're able to adjust. Like, I went live the other day, and so many of you guys commented or you reached out to me because when I said, those of y'all who are waiting for your to feel secure when you jump off that cliff and dominate, you need to jump and and grow your wings on the way down. Okay, you need to jump and grow your wings on the way down, because that is the only way you're going to really develop, right? And you're going to become, your best self. That is the only way, guys. And it's just, and we're not trying to be hard on anyone. We really really not. People had to talk to me this way before I got it. Even when I had a team, I'm going to admit something. Even when I had a team, and Therese is on here, she'll tell you, it was hard for me to relinquish and delegate certain things that I knew that the team can take care of and do. And I had a moment last year when I was doing my event. Hold on, I ordered some food. Hold on, my bad, y'all. Last year I did events, and I'm sitting there. I'm hosting an event. People all over the world flew out to come see me, and I'm sitting there on the laptop doing back end stuff. Even though I had a team that could take care of that. So for those of you who are entrepreneurs like me, and you were self sufficient for a long time, I understand and feel that. I know it's hard to break out of that, but we can help you break out of that. We can help you break out of that without having to do it the hard way like I did at an event. And I'm just trying to sort things out. So that is so important. So Deshaun, you have to go to Campbell Success network.com. So here's what you guys need to do. And thank you for asking that question, Deshaun. And I'm going to say this again, you have to be serious. We're not doing conversations unless you are serious. So the first thing you have to do is go to campbellsuccessnetwork.com. The first button would take you to the book a call option. I have a little short 1-minute video that you can watch. Read all the details. And it also gives you a preview of what our services are. That's just like a preview, guys. We offer way more than that. You put in your information, you fill out an application, you pay, and you book your call. It's simple as that. It takes 2 minutes, and you're going to speak to myself or Sasha or us both, either or, it doesn't matter. And we're going to actually show you how we can help you inject revenue into your business. And on top of that, we're going to actually show you the full outline of our services. So again, I'm only saying this because Sasha and I have a calling from God to really help men and women who want to just explode. There's a lot of fear going on right now. There's a lot of uncertainty going on right now. And one of the things I talked about yesterday is that throughout everything that's going on in the world, that has always been going on in the world, because my family has also been touched on all this as well. But you still have an assignment. God is still giving all of us an assignment to complete and execute and get out there and showcase to the world. So it's in knowing that, we want to get in front of women who are like, listen, I'm ready to go. I just need to know more about what it is that you do. That's the type of conversation we want to have. We want to hear, I'm ready, not the maybes, not I'm not sure, I'll get back to you, things like that. I'm only saying this because I don't want to waste anybody's time on here, and Sasha and I really don't want to waste our time. We already have people who have filled out applications. We already have people who were already scheduled to talk to. We probably have maybe only 2 days per week at this point where we actually designate to speak to people. The rest of the week, her and I both are fully booked, and we're not going to always have this opportunity available. So even for the price of the call, is really 2 times that price that we should be charging, because it's not, like Sasha said, it's not just a discovery call, it's also a strategy session as well. So you're going to be walking away with something, whether you decide to work with us or not. You're going to be walking away with something. You're going to be walking away with a plan, walking away with a strategy. You could decide to walk away and do it on your own, or you could decide to get to that goal faster and let us help you to accomplish that. And not just us, like, we're standing in front of you as a representation of over 25 people who are behind us. Okay. And it's more than just, VAs and assistants and stuff. We're talking about designers. We're talking about lead gen managers. We're talking about social media managers. We're talking about project managers, like those people who are already ready to help you and work with you. But that's the major thing. And we're only saying this, guys, because if we're not serious, then the people who come to us are not going to be serious. You see what I'm saying? So
I was going to say that
yeah, go ahead.
actually. No,
Yeah.
I think you're right. If we don't tell people the value that we know that we have and what we're coming to the table with. Other people, they're not gonna, people that are looking for our services are not gonna see the value either. So,
Mm-hmm.
if you come in and you get something out of a call, something that you paid for, you and I both know people are more inclined to take action on it
That's right.
because they paid for it. And
Mm-hmm.
we want, like you said, we want to see results. We want to see results. And honestly, being an OBM to many business owners, I know the drama that comes along with hiring team people. And
Mm-hmm.
and it could, if you don't find the right one, you can pay a little bit, but you're gonna get the wrong person, or you can
Mm-hmm.
pay a lot and still get the wrong person.
Mm-hmm.
That we're providing for people it's kind of a cheesy term, but a one-stop team shop of
Mm-hmm.
everything that you wanted and didn't even know you needed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Amen.
so happy to be on, like, part of it, because I know how it is to have to build a team, and how to go through that and how to interview. And so to know that you have somebody that the team already knows each other, they already have a chemistry, they're working together. There's a certain, level of professionalism that everybody on the team has. And now you're open to it. It's amazing. I'm very excited for it. And I'm excited for the people that decide to actually take their business serious and move forward.
Yeah. And passion attracts passion. We're not sitting here as women who are like 1,000% passionate to work with you. You're not going to have that in your business. If you're around a team of people who are like, yeah, I think that may be a good idea, or maybe you should do this. Like, you want to be around people, whether men, women, whatever, who has a high level of certainty that
Right.
they can get things done. Aaron Thompson talked about this on one of his motivational speeches. How we don't want to be around people who, when you tell them what your vision is, they're looking at you like, well, how are you going to do that? You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to be around people like that. When you're around us and you give us this vision, no matter how big or small you deem it is, we're like, okay, we have this person that's going to do this for you. We got this person on the team that's going to do that for you. I was talking to a client yesterday, and she was like, oh, Tisha, I'm looking for this person to do that. I'm like, why? You already have somebody on the team that's doing that. So it's like, we wow people all the time at the accessibility that you have already without having to go nowhere else. Because like Sasha said, you could have somebody you're working with right now, whether it be a graphic designer over here, a content creator over there, a VA over there, and none of them are working together.
Mm-mm.
None of them are working together. They're separate. They have their own little businesses. But keeping everything in house, not only is the team working together, and we have meetings upon meetings about all of our clients. What happens is everyone now is opted into your vision. So now you have an army behind you,
Yeah.
okay, who's ready to just who's on the go at the minute you wake up in the morning, they're on go. Right? So that's what it is. Some of y'all around people that they may be helping you, but they're not tapped into your vision. They're not getting why you are doing what it is that you're doing. So it's not going to be that sense of, yo, you got this vision, let's just go over and do it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, let's make it happen. Let's make adjustments to make it happen. This new direction that even I'm going in, I have without a question that there's going to be 100 people this month that's going to be literally breaking down our calendar to get on a call with Sasha and I. There's no question about that. And when I
Right.
shared this with Sasha, it wasn't no, I didn't get none of that. It was like, girl, let's do this because we know what we have to offer. And yeah, we're not giving our time away for free. We're saying, listen, you got to put in that investment for one, not just for us to know that you're serious, but also for you to tell yourself, I'm serious.
Right.
If you want to level up your business, you got to level up the people you are working with on a day-to-day basis. You literally do. You gotta level it
Yeah.
up. So let's jump into we didn't even get into the topic that we meant to
Yeah.
talk about today. I wanted to open it up because a lot of people have been asking me about these calls, these discovery calls that I've started to create. And I just want to just put it out there that we're only looking for serious applicants. We're only looking for serious applicants. All right. So if you go to camelsuccessnetwork.com, do those 3 steps. I even have those 3 steps on the page, and let's get moving. But what we want to talk about this evening is the power of having a support team to execute your vision, to
Right.
execute your vision. You know, your vision is that thing that you love to do, that your vision is a thing that you love to do so much that it becomes so natural and easy to you. Your vision is something that you, no matter how tired or weary or how many times people say, why are you doing that? It's almost like your vision is your twin. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's something that it speaks to you. You cannot stop thinking about executing that vision. It's like
Mhm.
hell or high water, whether you have one type of vision or whether you probably like maybe some of my clients, most of my clients that have multiple visions, you know,
Right.
that they want to launch, execute, and create. But whatever that is, wouldn't it be amazing to have a team behind you helping you execute that vision and turning that vision into a reality? It's
Right.
like I was listening to a speaker speak the other day, and he was like, we all are going to pass away one day. All of us are going to die. But just imagine you die and you do have your family around your casket crying and weeping. But just imagine you all the visions that never gotten launched was also crying and weeping over your casket. And they looking at you and saying, it's because of you that we were not able to launch. We were not able to get out there. We were not able to help the millions upon millions upon millions of people. I did not know how special my father was. I always knew my father was special. He was like me and him was like ride or die. But I didn't know the magnitude of how big his vision was until he had thousands of people at his funeral. You know, it's almost to the point where the people that you think that you've never touched actually come out and show you how big you touched them. But
Yeah.
it's a choice that we all make whether we're going to keep our vision to ourselves or try to launch our vision on our own or get a team to help us get our visions out there. And even Jesus had disciples. Where are yours? So we have 3 points to talk to you guys about today when it comes to the power of having a support team. And Sasha, you can cut me off anytime because you know I'm in my zone here. The first thing we're going to talk about, I'm gonna let you, Tasha, take the lead on. Sasha, take the lead on this. Sorry, love, because I see Tasha here in the chat.
Yeah. No, I
She's
actually just
thinking
saw
about me.
it. So.
The first thing is that you'll have more time and you have more time freedom. What is your perspective on that, sis?
Okay, so one thing that I keep coming across, and it's with myself and other businesses, you CEOs wear too many hats. But if you're wearing multiple hats, you're not the CEO of your business.
Mm-mm,
If when somebody says what's your title and you hesitate just to write CEO because you don't feel like you're the CEO, then guess what? You're not the CEO. And the reason why you're
mm-mm,
not the CEO is because you're constantly doing all the busy work in your business that is considered an admin or an assistant or the graphic designer. So you're not a CEO. So you have no time to actually be the CEO. You have no time to actually work your vision because you're so busy doing back end work. And so many people are like, "Oh, well, it's I'll just get to that later. I'll get to that later." And then it comes and backfires on you when your family's like, "Hey, let's go do this," and you're like, "Well, I can't because I have to send invoices, or I have to silly things. I have to, write this report, or I have to do this thing on social media." But if you had a team behind you, you could have said, they say, "Hey, let's go do this." Oh, no problem. The biggest test that I hear all over, and I stand by it, is the vacation test. And this time
mm,
of freedom. If you cannot go on vacation, we'll say they say 2 weeks. I'll say just a week. Just a
a
week.
month.
If you right, they can't even think about a month until because they can't even think about a weekend. If you
Mm-mm,
can't go on vacation for a weekend and not have to touch your phone to put out a fire of some sort that's really
mm-mm,
not a fire, you're not the CEO. And
mm-mm,
when you actually have a team, you can do that. You can take that time. You can have that sick day. You can decide today, my kids are home from school, no problem. I got it. I have the time to be there for them. You know,
mm-hmm.
my,
And you can't title yourself as a CEO if you're not making money. I mean, we always like to use that word CEO or I'm an entrepreneur, I own a business. But do you have clients right now?
right.
Somebody, listen. If I hit a nerve, y'all who watching, type in "ouch." You don't have a business if you're not making money. All you have is an idea.
Hmm.
All you have is an idea. Shanta Bennett, she's on here. She's just leveled up her package today. She started out as one of my mid-level clients, and now today she just leveled up her package. And trust and believe, she was literally double dutching me for a while. You know what I'm saying? And it's that moment where you just get tired of getting tired, and you're like, wait a minute, I ain't no CEO. I'm just a woman or man with an idea. That's it. You may have one idea, you may have 5 ideas. Maybe one of those ideas, you may have a cute little logo, okay, or a cute little website, or maybe a little Facebook group. But all you have is an idea.
Mm-hmm.
Ideas don't make you money.
Yeah.
Anybody can have an idea. My daughter wants to be an artist. She wants to sell her art. But now it's an idea because guess what? Nobody has purchased her art.
Right. Right.
You know? And trust me, believe it's going to be launched soon. But what I'm trying to make a point is
because
that
she has you as a mama. We're not.
that's right. That's right. And even all this that we're saying is a process. It's a process, it's a process, it's a process, right? I get it. And my clients on here would tell you, I literally turn off my laptop at 9 o'clock. I walk away from this computer. When it hits 9, I'm ducking it. And let me tell you something. This time last year, Mama wasn't doing that. I don't want to be on this computer all day. I don't. I want to take my naps. I want to go to bed at 9. I want to watch my True Blood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nothing, but that show is amazing.
I love that show, Sasha. I got you addicted to that show.
You did.
I love that. That is my show.
I added the HBO package to my Hulu
sure
just so I can watch it.
I sure did, honey. I make sure I pay that. Okay. And I love that show. I don't care what anybody says.
But that's the point. You can stop and do that. And I'm right there with you. This time last year, I would be working in the office and step back and think, what did I do today?
That part.
And then you're like, you did stuff, but I love what you say when you say, did you make any money today? And sometimes I feel this, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I feel sometimes it's not like the monetary thing, but in the sense of, did you actually do something that's putting you closer to making money, or were you just messing around on social media? Or were you
people could say, well, I know there's going to be naysayers, Sasha, that's going to be like, oh, y'all making it all about money. But it is all about money.
It is. That's the whole purpose you're getting into.
Why are you women out there bashing other women for talking about money? It is. If y'all not, my client, Dr. Ray, on here, she's about to have a webinar tomorrow. The title was Money Talk. And I said, all these suggestions you're getting, call it for what it is. Money talk. We're talking about money. Why is it that we're getting into this new facade that is a stigma for us women to talk about money? It is about money. If you make more money, you're breathing better you know what I'm saying? If the people that you're helping, you're not going to get help until you charge them. So you can give all the motivation in the world, and people don't do nothing with it until you put a price on it and say, listen, this is how much is charged to get a result or to get a solution to that problem.
Yeah, even for themselves to take themselves seriously. If they don't pay for the advice or the whatever, they're not going to actually feel like it's worth anything.
And money will eliminate people from taking advantage of you. You see what I'm saying? This is why we are structuring our calls the way we're structuring it, because number one, we don't want to be taken advantage of. Right. Because even if doing a free discovery call, we're still coaching.
Yeah,
we're still giving advice because it's in our blood. We want to help everybody that we talk to. If you're saying I'm bleeding, we don't just want to give you a Band-Aid. We want to heal your wound. Okay?
Yeah.
We don't want you to just walk away without getting the tools and the resources that you need and the strategy. So now that we know that we're not those coaches that just gets on a call with you and they just beating around the bush with the problem, we're like, no. We're the burning bush. Are you?
And it makes it also, time is money. I don't care what anybody says, time is money. And it makes it better for us when we're not thinking about, are they going to go with us? Are they going to work with us? We're not thinking about that because we already know that we put the value at the front end. So now we know whatever we can be very open. We're not having to feel like we're like, well, I want to tell them that, but I don't want to because, What if they decide to go somewhere else? So it makes it so much better for me, at least, to know what I'm putting out there. If you're gonna go and do what you're gonna do, that's fine. You're gonna do what you're gonna do. But I
Mhm.
know that my time and my information was valued.
That's right.
So
That's
yeah,
right.
time is money. That plain and simple. That's
That's
just
right.
what it is.
Yeah, this is a good conversation, Sasha. Let's jump to number two. You actually get things done. And I
Mm-hmm.
want you to touch on that about how this whole moving forward and getting things done is vital to your business. It literally is. Go
It
ahead.
is. I mean, it should be obvious, but it's not.
Mhm.
When you have a team behind you, that is their sole purpose is to make sure that's, graphics are getting done, make sure that, copies getting written, make sure that, whatever it is that they're doing, that's their sole goal. There is no blockage of what has to be done. You say what you're trying to do, they get it done. There is no, well, I want to do that, but I don't have time to because I have to worry about the person that I got to coach. I got to worry about this. You don't have to worry about that. All you have to worry about is focusing on the client, and you
Mhm.
have the people in the background that you told them, hey, this is what I need done, and guess what? They're getting it done. You know,
Mhm.
I read this book, what's the title? Six to Seven Figures. And one of the things that stuck out of my head in it is that everybody on the team, including you as a CEO, you should have no more than five things that you're in charge of. That's
Mhm.
it. If you write out a list of what you do and it passes five, it's time to get yourself a team.
Mhm.
And I
Mhm.
tell you what, 10 times out of 10, you're going to pass five. Because if you don't have a team, you're doing finances, you're doing graphics, you're doing social media, you're doing your vision, hopefully, you're doing admin. I mean, that right there is five, not including any extra stuff that you're adding on to actually launch something, to actually
That's right.
create some kind of awareness. So, if you're
Mhm.
doing a live, you have to make sure the live is done. I can go on, and 10 times out of 10, you're doing more than five things. So if you're doing more than five things, you need a team. You need a team, and we're
And if
providing.
you're doing more than that, you only have yourself to blame. One
Right,
of the things I realized is
right.
that let's go back to the vision part, right?
Hmm.
If you're working and dominating in your vision, you're not like making decisions.
You
Like
have time to.
when I'm designing or working on my program, I'm just writing. I'm not thinking. I'm just because I'm in my zone.
Hmm.
Anything in my business that forces me to make a decision, that means that's not the role I'm supposed to play. If
Right,
I have to sit there and decide on, what graphic I'm going to use or what landing page I'm going to use or whatever, that means that I'm not supposed to be the one to do that. That's
right,
not the role I'm supposed to play. When you have people behind you on your team that they're great, their zone of genius is the assignment that you gave them, that's how they're able to get things to you faster.
right,
And when you're doing it on your own, it takes you months, weeks, days to do it because that is not your role.
right,
There's people that if you give them a 5-page funnel to do, they'll do that in less than an hour. If you give them the graphic to get done, they'll get it done and throw it out in 5 minutes. Because they already have the templates or whatever. They just need the content to plug it in.
right,
It's
right.
like it's quick,
And they
but
think differently than you because that's their position.
that's it. That's their position, and they'll give you mock-ups and they'll give you whatever. Say here, choose what you want. But the process is a less time. If you're doing the process of something that is not falls in line with your vision, right? It's going to take you days upon weeks. Every time you speak to somebody, you always say I'm about to or I'm going to. You
Yeah, I
know,
plan to.
That
I'm
could happen.
trying
It
to.
could be it's out there, it's launched, it's like I kid you not. I kid you not. Scouts honor. Okay. I swear. Sasha, how quick did we have the conversation about this and then literally it got executed? How fast was it?
That day,
That day.
that
That
day,
day.
you
Now
were
we've
like,
been
okay,
talking.
I'm creating the page now, and I'm
Yeah. The
like
page is
literally
going
right now,
out
you're
now.
like, give me an hour.
Yeah. And it gets thrown out there. You know what I'm saying? It's no well we're gonna do it on the 1st of July.
Mm,
That means that
time.
okay, that's what 20 days, 20 opportunities that you just missed on getting that one offer in front of over a trillion people. There's over a trillion people online. Don't be fooled by the live stream numbers, because let me tell you something. Half the time, those numbers are not always accurate. Another
Right.
thing, over 75% of your audience go back and watch your replays. So you
True.
just can't focus on the obvious. You have to focus on what faith, that God will get people to find you. But if you don't have it there, listen, y'all have to offer something. I was talking to Sasha about this before we hopped on here.
Call to
What
action.
is it that you're offering?
Yep.
What is it that you're offering? And even if it is something that's an opt-in, is that opt-in leading into an offer too? Your audience, they need help now. They don't want to wait till you get ready to get out there and make it happen. And that's the speed of light that I've been talking about. Is
Yeah.
the fact that Sasha and I can talk about something, and it's no thought in that. It's like, okay, the page is up, it's up. Okay. And again, like I told y'all, get your wings on the way down. You could change stuff, edit stuff, do whatever it is, and adjust to it later. But do you have a team that moves that way?
Mm-hmm.
That moves that way. That is if you have an idea at 2 a.m. in the morning,
Yep.
they're ready. They just ready to make it all happen. I mean,
You
that's
shift, they follow. There is no hesitation. Just like
no
one of those
hesitation.
toy snakes. Just follow in it, follow in it, follow
Yeah,
every.
and like I said before, you don't have to say an idea and
Yeah.
tell somebody the idea, and they asking you how it's going to happen. No, you need people to. You say that idea too. They're
Let's
making
make
it
it
happen.
happen.
They making it happen. I don't want to hear how or when or whatever. I want to hear, honey, the page is up. Like the .com is there. The button works. We tested it. We got the confirmation. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
it's ready to go.
Yep. Yeah,
That's
I would say
important. And that's yeah. Go ahead,
I
sis.
would I would say the most important thing that a CEO can do in their business is hire a team.
Mm-hmm.
That is the most important thing that you can do. The only way, if you're trying to scale at all, any way, shape, or form, past any comma, any comma,
Mm-hmm.
we'll say five. We'll say five figures. If you're trying to even cut past five figures, the key to that, everybody says, "What? Well, how do I get to five figures? How do I get to six figures?" People, your team. That's how you do it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only way. You cannot do it all. You can't just wake up. Another thing that pops up all the time. If you got 100 people tomorrow, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna be able to take
Girl,
on, or are you gonna be like, oh my goodness, and like shut down? Like what's gonna happen? Or you're gonna say, okay, guys, bootstrap. We got things to do. What
some
are you
of
gonna
y'all
do?
offers ain't done because y'all worried about how your banner's gonna look in your live. Y'all worried about the wrong thing. If 100 people came to you now and they're ready to go, they're gonna say no to you because you don't have the solution to their problem. You know what I'm saying? You're worried about pages and all this stuff. You don't even have modules. You don't have resources, a payment system, nothing. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And that's you all have to take that seriously and stop
Mhm.
making excuses of saying I don't have it or I can't. Listen,
So
make it happen. People are ready to work with you, but you're the problem. You're the problem. You're getting in your own way. You're saying languaging close the door. You're using languaging that God has never meant for you, designed you to use, and that's why you're constantly keep robbing Peter to pay Paul.
hmm
You know, and you have to decide and make a decision and say no. My business has a money problem. How do I solve this problem? It's
yeah,
just real. I had to ask when I made the decision back in 2017 that I was not going to have children, bring children in this world working. I had to make it happen. I had to make it happen. And,
yep,
and that's how, and a lot of people see like, oh, Letitia, you're doing this, you're doing that. It's because I don't have a lack in my mind. I feel like I have a bigger passion and preach better than most of the religious people out there do. I do feel that way. way, because even they could get out there and say all these things, but still on the back end they talking in lack.
Right.
And then a lot of times, and again, I'm not speaking about anything. You wonder why people go to that next person.
Right.
You wonder why people are picking up what the next person is putting down, because you are come. They sense it. People smell it when you don't have your shit together. They know that you're showing up, but you're not confident. They know that you're offering something, but you really don't got nothing to offer. The mind game is the worst game to be. And I always tell my clients,
Yep.
your thoughts have nothing, no place in business. Has no place in business.
Yep.
I think very little. I do. I'm such a big executor that if I mess some stuff up, like when I did launch the page, Sasha said, "Oh, this is spelled wrong." I'm like, "Okay, no problem. That's so small to me."
Yeah.
But for somebody else, like, "Oh my God," maybe 50 people saw that and they're like, "Oh, this guy."
No, and that's why I had no problem saying it, because
I don't
you
think
know,
about that.
I was like,
I
hey,
do
this
not
is
think
beautiful,
on
this. Like,
down.
just get it moved and move on. Just fix it and
Let's
move on.
go. Let's get it
I
out
would,
there.
if I had access to the page, I would have fixed it myself.
Exactly, but guess what? Peep this, Sasha. Even Apple, how many times Apple and Samsung throw out, and you got phones that's burning how you get a phone that burn the leather in your car,
And nobody cared.
and nobody cared. They still launched it, and they knew all those defects happened, but all they have on their calendar is a date and a product. That's
Right.
all they think about is a date and a product.
Yeah.
And like, you know what? They even if they have to recall stuff and replace it, they still made their money. So
Yeah.
why are we sitting here worried about the smallest things of the smallest things? They are already ready. Apple is already ready for those hundreds of thousands of people lined up in Times Square outside the Apple store. They're already ready. They're not thinking about they ready, girl. So
They're not sitting on the fact that phones were literally blowing up in people's hands. They're
exactly.
not even caring about that. They
Freezing
moved
and
past it.
everything.
Yeah.
Freezing and everything. Girl. So listen, let's jump into the third one, y'all. Those of y'all who watching, y'all loving this, type in me if you're loving this. For those of y'all who feelings are hurt, I want y'all to get mad. Because when you're angry enough, you take action,
Take
whether
it.
it's with us or with somebody else. Y'all can go over to the next. Y'all can get mad and say, I'm going to do something about my problem because you pointed out there, but I'm mad because you had me self-identify myself. But I ain't gonna work with you because you made me self-identify myself. I'm gonna go to somebody else. But I know you're gonna come right back on to mama. They all come back to mama. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all. I understand that. I want to make y'all mad enough. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To say, I'll be damned if I'm gonna go the third and fourth quarter of this year without having a business. Like, when you want to say, listen, I'll be damned. I want to make sure the next time I go live and I call myself a CEO, I have the bank account.
Right. Who are you the CEO of? You have to be the CEO is a chief executive operator, right? That's what it comes.
You
So
see that logo.
what are
I'm
you
CEO
what
of
are
the
you the
group.
chief executive of?
I'm
You're
CEO of the Facebook group.
You're, no, who are you? Who are you the chief? You are the if you are the only person in your company, wonderful that you started a company. But you're not going to actually step into that CEO role ever if you don't have people under you to actually be the CEO of something. What are you the CEO of? You have to have a team. You have to have a team. And it's crazy because I thought about hiring a VA, a temp VA, one that works every so often. And I scratched that. I have my sister-in-law, she's killing it in the VA game. And I'm like, yo, I don't want to go for one that's here, fly by night. I need
Mhm.
somebody in-house because I know what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing. And that's another thing. This is probably not one of your points, but I'm going to tell you this now.
Yeah, go ahead, talk about
If
it.
you are having a team that doesn't have a vision that fits, they don't have to have the same vision, but it has to fit where their end goal is to succeed and to grow their own company. If they're not looking to do that, they're not a good fit for you.
That's
Because
right.
you
That's
need
right.
somebody that's going to take their own company serious in order for them to help take your company serious. So when you're looking for somebody, if you are listening here and you're like, oh my goodness, Sasha, oh my goodness, Letitia, I need to work with you. You feel that, whatever what you're feeling. If you don't feel that,
Yeah.
that person is not for you. You need to
Yeah.
know whoever is on your team is gonna go to bat and look out for you. You know, there's OBMs, there's coaches, there's strategists, there's this, there's that, there's blah, there's so many out there. But if you listen to somebody and they don't make you feel some type of way, that's not the person for you. It
Yeah,
should,
and also having somebody all having it all in house. Yeah.
right. Yeah, exactly. So now, exactly, you have somebody that's making you feel like I need to start moving, and they're coming with everything you need to start moving. Honestly, it's honestly a no-brainer, and
It is.
it,
And I don't even feel that it's hard to get a team. What it is the fact that you're trying to find a team on your own.
mhm.
You know what I mean? And that's
Time
what makes it
consuming.
hard. You don't even know
Who
how
you
things
need.
should be or how an outcome of a project should look. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and rightfully so. That's not, again, going back to the vision. If that's not our zone of genius, well, no. But if you're looking out trying to find people on your own, you will make the mistake that I did in the beginning, when you're dealing in Sasha. You just mentioned it, where you're working with people who are like fly by night, right? So really, what Sasha and I are doing, we have formulated jointly an agency,
Mhm.
and that's what you need behind you, the full agency of people that's going to get the things you need to get done. And if there is somebody on the team that is not producing, which does happen, let the agency take care of that. Let them take care of that. The CEO of Louis Vuitton is not worrying about if the assistant manager came in to the store over in Upper East Side of Times Square. That's not even, they don't even know,
How
because
dare
the people at that level is taking care of that.
yeah.
You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So that's the luxury of having all this done. It's like we already worry about enough
Yeah.
marketing, promoting, and making sure that what we have to offer is going to help people. That's the only thing that should be your focus.
Yep. I
Everything
know that.
else, give
Yeah.
it to somebody else. Give it to an agency to help you to do that. Go
It's
ahead.
so crazy, but it's true. I have he's a client, but he's really not. I actually have stake in his company, so it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you this. I love when he says this to me and the other team members. He says, own your space. Because he
Mhm.
wasn't like that before. It was very hard for him to learn how to delegate, because as this is his baby, this is his company, you know, he wants to do everything. The moment he stepped out and was like, yo, no, that I don't do that. That's your zone of genius. I need you to own that. I don't do graphics. I don't do
Mhm.
website stuff. I don't He goes, don't I don't even want to hear it. You know the vision, you know the brand, make it happen.
Make it happen.
Make it
Figure
happen.
it out.
And that's what you need to be able to do, to know that you are in charge of, essentially, you want to making money, working the vision. You're in charge of talking to the people. If you're in the back end worrying about if the banner looks good, if the flyer looks good, if this little thing is if grammars, you are, guess what you're not doing? You're not talking to your clients.
You're not,
You're
and
not
you're not seizing other opportunities.
no, you're
You
missing
know
it.
what I'm saying? It's like I'm having like big level conversations right now where I'm looking for PR agents, I'm looking for event planners, I'm looking for that. Like that's the level that I'm at right now. I'm not worried about if a landing page is going to be done. Like we literally got the book, you know, camelsuccessnetwork.com, that book call page that got done in less than, I don't know, 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? Real fast. That is not something that I even think about, because that's already getting done by somebody else. The thing that I think about is my next level stuff. You know, some of y'all can't even sit down and map that out because you're still focused on trying to build traffic and trying to do all these things, and not realizing that what you're doing, you're supposed to really hand off to somebody else. You're the face of your company. You're the face of your business. And anything that you're thinking about or doing that's not allowing you to be the face, come on.
Yeah.
You got to really just make a decision. Like, listen, if you don't have money, go out there and get it and make that investment, because that's the only way you're going to get there. Those people that need to help you will never find you.
Right.
No matter how many times you go live, no matter how many summits you do, no matter how many times you post, they're still not going to find you, because the system is rigged, y'all. And
Yeah.
as an African American entrepreneur, the system is against us. I don't care what anybody say. If you're Latino or whatever, if I'm sorry, I am going to go there. The system is against us. We're not featured on this platform. On I'm streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, Periscope. We're not featured highly on these platforms that we're the ones producing the more content as much as other people are. We're not. So now that we know the system is rigged against us, we have to wise up and say, if I have to do it, go big, I'm gonna go big, or I need to go home
Right.
because I don't have a leg up or a leg in anywhere because of the color of my skin or because of where I am from. I've been in this digital space, y'all, for over 10 years. I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. Some of y'all looking at people who don't look like you that just started and they're featured everywhere. You're wondering, well, maybe they have more marketing dollars than me. No, it's not. You know what I'm saying? You know, my grandmother used to say, it's the complexion for the protection. That's so true. It's so true. It's real. So when you understand that, yes, the system is rigged, you got to get out there and just play your position and make that the investment that you need to make and work with the people that you need to work with to get you to that level where you want to reach, or else it's never going to happen.
Right.
I look at so many of the people at the top, and I know several people that can do it better than them that I already know.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Let's go over our last point. I'm gonna stop there because I could literally talk for hours. I really don't care if I hurt people's feelings or offend people. That I'm just listening. But let's talk about last. Set your business up for profit. What do you think about that? What is your perspective on that,
Well,
Sasha?
I actually have a very unique position in this topic. I'm going to tell you why. And Dr. A is actually a client of mine as well. She has a
Mm-hmm.
team. She's
Mm-hmm.
successful because she has a team and she's growing and is unstoppable. And I'm super excited, Dr. A. If you're still watching, I'm super
Woo-hoo!
So, one, I'm in a very unique position when it comes to profit.
Yeah.
The client that I just told you about, he is actually a profit first certified coach. So
Mm-hmm.
his whole thing is basically making sure that you actually have money, revenue, and have profit. I'm going to give you a little bit of background. It's going to be a little plug, but it's needed. There's so many businesses that make
Mm-hmm.
millions of dollars on paper.
Mm-hmm.
But if you pull up the hood of the business and actually see what's happening, they have no profit whatsoever.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And most of the time it's because they don't have support that they need.
That's right.
That's the only thing. They're making money that, so called the revenue's coming in, revenue's coming in.
I have an exercise for y'all. Those of y'all who watching now, stick on this live. Go ahead, sis.
Oh, I want to see what that is.
Yeah.
They have all this revenue coming in, and because all they're doing is, they're focused on the vision. They are, and they have
Mm-hmm.
money coming in. But then when they step back and actually look at everything, it looks like crap.
Mm-hmm.
No profit. There's no sustainability. Nothing. If something happened, most likely a lot of those businesses, when COVID hit, they're screwed most likely
Yeah.
because they didn't have the systems, they didn't have the support, they didn't have the structure to actually make their business a business. They had all this revenue coming in, but it just, the moment that somebody hit one thing, crumbled.
Crumbles. And it could be something so small.
Crumbled. Exactly.
Yeah.
They people say, oh, I have profit, and then you say, well, where's your profit? Oh, well, I'm supposed to have like $5,000 profit. Okay, well, where is it? Well, I don't know. I spent it
Mm-hmm.
somewhere. You know where you probably spent it? Fly by night people.
Mm-hmm.
People that you say, oh, I got a VA. I got a VA. Yeah. Well, what did the VA do for you? I don't know.
I don't know what she
I
does.
don't know. I don't know. Yeah, you just you don't have any money show. You don't have any profit. And if you don't have structure, and if you don't have systems, you don't actually have a business. You think these Fortune 500 companies, like you said, they're not doing it by themselves. They have a team of hundreds. And that's why they can actually say they have a business, they have a company. If you don't have profit, if you don't have money at the end of your annual year to show, you don't have a business.
That's right.
You don't.
And when you are living with the mindset of lack, the sharks come out.
Mm,
People know that you have a lack mindset. And there are going to be people that are going to come to you that will take advantage of you. because they know that you will only put out a little bit. And they know that, you won't put out the money that you need in order to take your vision to that next level or make your
They're
vision
gonna
happen.
get what they can get.
So they're going to get what they can get from you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And they're going to make money, but you're not going to really get a result. Another thing, and I teach this to my
Yeah.
clients, is about income and revenue. You should not have a goal just to make your income every month.
Mm.
I call it your lifestyle expenses. So I want y'all to do me a favor, if y'all willing to be honest and real and transparent, because Sasha and I would have been totally transparent with you guys throughout this entire show. But I want y'all to write down how much money you need to make per month to maintain and manage your lifestyle. I'm talking about paying your mortgage, your car note, gas, lights. Let's say you want a maid to come in twice a week or a chef or whatever. Put in the average amount of that, how much that will cost. Put that in there. In the state of New York, that's the state that I live in, you have to make as a household at least 11,000 $200 to cover all of your expenses. If you are a family of seven, which I am, well, we're about to be a family of eight. I'm a family of seven. I'm supposed to be making 11,200. So okay. Shanta said 500. So Shanta, I want you to do me a favor and take that $5,000 and I want you to divide it by 0.25 and hit the equal sign. Take $5,000 and I'm gonna do it on my calculator here and divide it, y'all, divide it by 0.25 and hit the equal sign and tell me what number that you see. Tell me the number that you see. Okay, whatever it could be. 5,000 is a good number. That's a fair number. It could be 4,000. It could be 7,500. I'm talking about your lifestyle, the lifestyle that you want to live, not the where you're at right now. My mother used to say, "Don't dress for the position that you're in, just the position that you want to be in." So don't sit there and be like, "Oh, and scared or fear and things like that." I'm talking about the real lifestyle that feel that you're called to live. So, Shanta, that's $20,000. That's how much money you need to be making in your business every month in order to keep making that lifestyle $5,000 goal. In between the five and the 20, that's profit. Is the money you got to use to reinvest back into your business to do greater and bigger things and still maintain that $5,000 goal. It ain't 10, Shanta, it is 20. Now that number I know may scare a lot of people. I'm not telling you you're going to get to that goal next month, but if you keep that number in your
Can.
in front of you every single month, you're going to get closer and closer and closer to that number. The power, y'all, of putting it out there into the universe and not saying, "Oh my God, that's high." No, you got to look at that number and say, "I deserve to make 20 grand." Don't you deserve to make 20 grand a month with all your experience, with all your expertise, with everything you know? You deserve it. Y'all got to get out of that 9 to 5 mentality. There's no glass ceiling when you're building a business. And you got to ask yourself, is what I'm offering right now, is it going to get me there? Or do I need to offer something else on top of that or raise my prices? But girl, you deserve $20,000 a month. You deserve it. So I want y'all, thank you, Shanta, for being bold, brave, and a boss.
Right.
Okay? For putting it out there, because guess what? You put it out there into the universe. Some of y'all, when y'all working with people, you need to give them your number. Okay, not your phone number. Okay, your number.
Yeah, that's such a
This
good
is
point.
not
That is such a good point, Letitia. Oh my goodness. That I know I keep coming back to this guy, but you don't understand. The number is all about numbers with his company. All about numbers. We know as a team, we know his goals. We know what he's doing. We know where he's at revenue wise, and guess what it does? Guess what it does by us knowing his goals, us knowing where he's at? It just makes us do what we have to do even more because we know what we're trying to make. So
and
we
y'all
know
know he ain't
what
playing.
he's trying to make.
Y'all know anybody Shanta works with, they know she ain't playing. That is her number.
You either
And
step
y'all
up
gotta
or step
stand.
out.
That's the thing. You're never going to get it unless you feel that you are qualified to have it. Okay, you're never going to obtain it until you know that is, if you want to live lifestyle, build your own lifestyle, okay? And that's the revenue number you need to make. That's the goal. I'm tired of talking to people who say, well, I want to just make enough to just let my ends meet. Then your ends will never meet. That means your business is just a hobby. If you're only looking just to make that lifestyle expense, then your business is just a hobby. What leg room are you giving yourself to grow? What leg room? You know what I'm saying? What leg room? What other money you putting in? Like, I want to be an investor. I want to be one of the first Black women on Shark Tank, not the one going to Shark Tank and presenting my product. I want to be the one in the chair, honey. I want to be in the middle with the long wig, 26 inches. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to sit there like, no, oh, okay, I'll invest in that. You know what I'm saying? I want to be talking over people. You know how they be talking over each other? I want to put my finger in their nose, like, oh, no, 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 I'm speaking. Thank you. I got a black card too. I actually got 3 of them, but I'm speaking. You know, that's what I want to do, but you can't do that just making enough. You got to do that, and you building that cushion. They're not giving away. The people on Shark Tank ain't giving away their mortgage money. They ain't giving away their grocery money.
Right.
They give away that money that's sitting there in their bank account. And guess what? Peep this. They get a return on whatever money that they invest in somebody else's business. They consider that a donation. They're getting tax perks.
I was about to say that. They get tax perks.
They're getting tax perks, honey.
Yeah.
So no matter how big or small they invest, they get that $20K that they put into that person's business on top of the $200,000 they put in that person's business.
Right.
They're getting back 51% off of that person's revenue. And on top of that, they're getting that $200,000 back in taxes. Oh my God. So when my boss used to say,
there's somebody watching from Italy, they said.
Italy? Oh my God, we got an Italian on. Okay.
Cool. Shark Letitia Campbell.
I'm all over, honey. I'm all over. So yeah, it's come on, y'all.
It's funny because you said that, and I was like, ooh, I want to be there with her. And that's just like you said. You gotta be around people that
I will weave all the way down to the floor, honey, and be like, oh my God, what she went? Mm-hmm.
Like let us sweep the floor just for no reason. Just excuse me.
Give me a quart of water. I'll still be bougie, y'all. Give me a quart of water, honey. I don't know what this is. I want a quart of water.
There is nothing wrong with being bougie.
Give me a 2-piece and a biscuit, honey. I'm be on here. It's hot under these lights, honey.
Yeah.
And they're gonna be sitting there watching me eat it. They sitting there frowning, but they want some too. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be like, I want some of that too. You know what I'm saying?
I'll tell you what, being one thing I've learned, and this is another thing. This is definitely a different topic, because it can go on for a long time with this. But when you're thinking about investing in your company, investing in yourself, you're gonna have people that are close to you that you feel have your best interests at heart. And you gotta tell them your vision. Tell them your vision. Don't be afraid to tell them, and let them give their opinions. But if you know in your heart what you're doing is what you're supposed to be doing, tell them what you want to tell them, hear what they have to say, and make your moves. Actions speak louder than words. People usually say, one, they're not in your head. My husband, I love him to death, but the way he thinks is different than the way I think. So I come up with all these ideas, and I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna do it. And he's just now years in where he's like, okay, well, what do I do to help you? But it wasn't like that before. It wasn't like that before. Before, I had to make decisions on my own, and because I knew what I was trying to create. He didn't understand it. He's there to support me, as his wife. But as far as my company's concerned, this is my company, not his. This is my company. And I love when he puts his input in. I love when, I hear what he has to say, and I hear what other people have to say. But this is my business. This is not his business. So what I have to do is grow it to where I know it has to be, where I know it can be, and then just show them. And then if they want to come along for the ride, then they can come along for the ride. But I got to do it myself. You cannot let other people dictate what you're doing in your business. If you know you have a vision, if you know you have a gift, make it happen. Stop depending on other people to do it for you. Make it happen now. Just do it. Just do it.
And another thing is that we have to stop waiting for people to encourage us. Even the Bible calls us to encourage ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, not even just beyond encouraging us, we got to stop waiting to get that sign. You know what I'm saying? To get that enlightenment. When you already had it,
Just do it.
the realization comes in you knowing, realizing that you need help. I need to go back to this, y'all. Don't wait till it's too late, and don't wait till opportunities pass you by. Those of you who are serious about working with us,
Yeah.
book a call today. CampusSuccessNetwork.com is that very first button. Click it, follow those 3 simple steps, and get on a conversation with us. Whether you decide to work with us or not, you're still going to walk away with a plan. The choice is going to come with either you do that plan by yourself, look for those resources, or just do it all on your own, or you leverage our services. And literally, I'm not even going to say by this time next year. I'm going to say by the end of this next quarter, the third quarter, you're going to see a tremendous difference in your business.
Yeah.
Okay, tremendous difference in your business. But it's about you taking that first step forward and saying, listen, I have to really act like an entrepreneur now. Some of
Start.
us are not making moves that we're like entrepreneurs. Yes, we're writing out to-do lists, we're buying fancy planners, we're going live. But on the back end, it's like you're in the desert by yourself.
Mhm.
And then you look at everybody else and you wonder why is this person or these people moving faster than me, or why does people even listen to this person's crap? But you have something that people need. That's not their fault. That's not the people's fault. That's your fault. That's your fault. Can't blame nobody else. With wherever your business is or isn't, is you have a humongous role to play in that. And really, only thing that you're battling against is not your money. You're really battling against your mind, because you don't even believe that you can be successful. Even if you have the money to invest, you don't even believe that it can be successful. And that's why you may think, oh, if I put money into this, is a huge risk. No. That's not a risk. It's you telling yourself you don't even believe that you are that man or that woman that could
Before
be
you even started.
at the top. Feel me?
Hmm.
That can be at the top. You know, and Sasha and I both know we are both moms. We know without a doubt that we cannot be everywhere, because if we're trying to be everywhere, we're not going to be what? Anywhere.
Yep.
Okay. So this is not a conversation where, oh, you're going to be doing this for 12 weeks. No. This is a lifetime decision that you're going to be making in your business. That's going to be things you're going to be implementing in your business. That's going to be used and leveraged forever. And as you grow, not only will your money grow, but your team will grow. The things, the projects that you have will grow. The people that are going to come to you will grow. It's like it all connects. It all connects in a big, big way. So listen, we have nothing more to say today. I think Sasha, we literally like welded out on them. And if any of you guys are mad, at least be mad enough to take action.
Yep.
Okay, that's really like when people get upset, that's really something internalizing that Sasha and I both ignited.
Yep.
That said, you know what? You just rippled up my spirit,
Yep.
but your mind is transitioning into something negative, and that's not the way it needs to be. You need to take action. You need to take action.
Yep.
Okay, you need to take action, and look at it this way, Deshaun. Use that word I. In business, there's no I, is we. When y'all see me, when I come up on live, I said us, we, they. I am, Sasha and I are both representing a team of 25, over 25 people. Okay, the
That's
people that are helping got people that are helping them. You know what I'm saying? It's no I in business.
yep.
When you're looking at Coca-Cola, when you're looking at Nike, when you're looking at Magic Johnson, imagine you're not looking at the person, you're looking at a vision of multiple different people, things, and all kinds of stuff. A name is just a name. But when we use that I, that's the problem, the I part. I try. It's not supposed to be an I in your business. It's not.
Yep.
That's why I tell people, I don't take credit for anything. Because I showed up today not as me showing up by myself. Even if I was by myself, I'm never by myself in business. I gotta give credit. I feel like if I act like, oh yeah, I'm doing it all, I know I'm gonna have a dozen people behind me like, girl, you can't even like shout us out. Our names. Let us privately know that you appreciate us.
Like my team, just say my team, just an umbrella term, just an umbrella term.
Let us privately know.
Yeah.
Okay. If you're trying to be like Supremes or Destiny Child, where put Beyonce out there in the front end or whatever, or Diana Ross, that's not like that. Okay, there's no backup dancers. What this is a partnership. We are not positioned. We're positioned to, like, and Sasha, you touched on this a couple of weeks ago in our live, like. Me and Sasha and I are positioned neck and neck with each other. It's not she's behind me or in front of me or whatever. It's neck and neck. It's that positioning. So it's a different level of relationship.
Mm-hmm.
It's different. It's how the real execs operate with each other. Mm-hmm. So there's no cockiness, competition, negative emotions or feelings, because we're all neck and neck. This is a partnership. Let's make it happen. There's a vision. We're going to put it out there on the table. Oh, you want to do this page? Let's get the page out there. You feel me? Teresa's laughing because she knows what I'm talking about. I can't say here and give credit.
Teresa gets called out on the daily. Every time your mouth opens, Teresa's name is going through.
And when she checked me, I'm open there too.
Right.
I'll be like, y'all see? I'm like, okay, I'll go in my corner. Let me shut up. Because there'll be times where I'll be like, oh, did you? And she like, Coach, I got it. And I'll be okay, let me shut up. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, you need that on your team. You need that because it's a partnership.
Yeah.
Y'all trying to get people to work under you instead of work alongside you. That's why that's why the I try is always out there. It's just honesty, right? All right, y'all. Let's go because this light is making me sweat. But and I'm hungry on top of that.
I'm hungry now too.
Me too, girl. What you about to eat?
I don't even know.
I don't know what I want.
I have cantaloupe cut ups, and I made sure to cut it up before, so that way when I get starving after, I don't like reach for the wrong thing. I'm trying to get on point.
Oh, see, no, that's good. I want some chicken or something. I want some like fried food.
I'll probably have some of that too, but I gotta combat it. And Dr. Ray's on here. She'll probably yell at me for saying that I'm gonna have fried chicken at 8:30 at night.
Well, I'm pregnant. I'm eating for 2. So
I'm not there. You get to a point after you have your kids where you cannot blame the fat on the kids anymore. You can't.
Well, you can. If the baby hungry, you gotta feed the baby.
No, you can't. No, you can't.
I eat some cantaloupe. He be like, okay, that's dessert. Where's the dinner at?
You ain't like this is baby fat. How old's your baby? 10.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna eat, girl. I'm gonna eat something. I'm gonna eat cantaloupe. You gonna have some cantaloupe? You ain't gonna put no hot sauce on or anything?
No.
Just gonna eat it with a lope and that's it. Yes.
It's too late for hot sauce. I'll be up all night with acid reflux.
Girl, go straight to your belly, girl. It's like, ooh, that's the worst. I don't wish it was my worst enemy.
Like, Letitia and her life.
Yeah, especially if you gotta go to work in the morning. You gotta take the train, honey, and you taking the express, honey. Woo! Girl, you talking about heat?
We're getting on.
That's some heat, girl.
It's time to go.
My worst enemy. I could hate you to the day, and I'm just like, I still wouldn't wish that on nobody. The after morning effect, But yeah, I'm about to bust down this refrigerator and get me something. But yeah, you have a good day, girl. So listen, we're gonna show up again live tomorrow, y'all. Y'all know that, right?
You're going live twice tomorrow.
I'm going live twice. I'm going live in the morning with Dr. Ray. Dr. Ray, if you're on here, put us some emojis, girl. She's gonna have her money talk tomorrow. So she's
Yeah.
gonna be on my show at 8 a.m. She got her money talk at 7 p.m. Y'all better go on there because she is the listen. But good night, Jackie. Hey, Jackie. Look at Bobby. So let me tell you something. Can I just say this before we get off? I got the baddest looking clients on the land. I don't care what anybody says. Look at Jackie, girl. Opulent. All my clients are legendary, honey. Baddest looking clients, honey.
Yeah, she took her picture. She's like, yes, I know
Yes,
it.
honey, girl.
I know
The
it.
baddest looking clients, honey. I'm about to do it. Listen,
What
the
it is
next
is pride. It's taking pride in yourself
that's
and
right.
in your business and in your and the people that you're around. The to not let them be toxic and stress you out. Don't feel bad about having to tell people, family or not. I'll see you when I'm done building. You
I see
gotta
you at
go.
the top.
You
That's
gotta
what
go.
I say. I see you at the top.
How's my butt look on the way up?
I see you at the top. I look, baby. I see you
Yep.
at the top. But I love that. I'm glad that you closed out with saying that because that is so important. We have to constantly be reminded of that. It's essential. It's essential. So listen, I'm about to bust out this refrigerator. You go ahead and eat your little cantaloupe, honey. Have
I'm
fun.
gonna eat chicken too, just no hot sauce.
Yes. And what time we showing live tomorrow, girl?
What? Wait, what?
Tomorrow we're gonna go live. You wanna do 8 o'clock, 8 p.m.?
I don't care, 7 or 8. You tell me.
Oh no, we can't do
I'm
7.
there.
We gotta do the thing with Dr. Ray at 7.
Oh, that's right. Yes. So we'll reach for 8:30, depending on how Dr. Ray's thing goes.
Okay, we do 8:30. Let's do 8:30
Okay.
p.m.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't want to have to cut off.
Yes, we don't want to do that. We don't want to do
No.
that because we want to get all the juice from the doctor, the legendary doctor. Yes. All right, y'all. We love y'all to death. I get out there and dominate. Bye.
Bye.